Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Dread Time Stories. I'm your host, Dr. Phobia, and tonight, dear patients, our story comes from the world of creepypastas. So, sit back, relax, and enjoy tonight's tale, Bunk Bed. No one will come for you. That's what he said every night. As I lay entombed in my fears, I had long ago recited to myself that my brother loves to torment me. He always has. He's always taken great pleasure in my fear and misery. It's his idea of fun. When I was 3 years old, I vividly remember every night at 9 o'clock, my mother would tell me it's time for bed. She would tuck me into the bottom bunk of an old steel self-assembled bunk bed. She would kiss my forehead before saying goodnight, turning off the light, and leaving the room, closing the door tight. As I lay stirring in the dim light of the room, taking in various silhouettes of the furniture, I would hear the springs of the top bunk creak and give. I would close my eyes and silently cry, knowing my brother's cruel game was about to begin. Every night, my brother would growl at me in his malevolent croak about all the pain and misery that awaited me. No one will come for you, he would begin. No one will save you when I take you down to the other place. I would lie there, my body cocooned in the catatonic terror, only to be able to silently weep and listen as my brother would describe the various tortures he had thought up for me, like breaking all of my bones one by one, so slowly in fact, that by the deliberate snap of my last rib, my fingers would have already somewhat healed, allowing him to start again and again, forever. He would tell me that one day he would deliver on his threats, but for now, it was more fun just to tell me what he had in store. My brother loves to torment me. So yeah, this was my childhood up until I turned 7. My father decided it was finally time to get rid of the old bunk bed. He had bought them when my mother was pregnant. We lived in a small flat in London, not a lot of room at all. So when my mother told my father she was expecting twins, my brother and I, my mother said he was so insane with joy, like a hyperactive child on Christmas Eve. He went out to the bed store that day and bought that damned steel bunk bed, saying it was the perfect situation for our lack of room. Even though he knew the bunk bed wouldn't be used until we were at least 2.5 years old, he had our bedroom fully decorated and furnished, complete with the bunk bed, 2 months before we were born. I say we, but sadly my brother died whilst my mother was giving birth, so I should say before I was born. I don't know too much about what happened exactly. I'm very hesitant to ask my parents, as the mention of the subject sends the two into tears and, well, it's just not spoken about in our home. I can't believe how well I still remember those days. I'm 27 now. I've got a little flat of my own, and an okay job, and a beautiful collection of sleeping pills. I'm gonna take the whole bottle tonight. I'm finally going to sleep. He's not going to keep me awake tonight. Oh God, how I miss that bunk bed. At least, when he had the top bunk, I couldn't see him. My brother loves to torment me. That was the bunk bed, and I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for listening. Like I always say in closing, check under your bed, look in your closet, and sleep with the light on. The life you save may very well be your own. Good night, everyone.